like to welcome you to another episode of Mission Matters. My name is Adam Torres, and I'm so excited to announce I'm at the 95th Annual Texas FFA Convention here in Dallas, Texas. And my guest today is Kristi Long, who's an instructor over at the Texas Nursery and Landscape Association. Kristi, welcome to the show.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
All right, so I've been interviewing people all week here and really trying to figure out, what is this Texas FFA magic that just draws people in? What gets them coming back? And I guess just to get started here, how did you first get introduced to Texas FFA?
Well, I first got introduced to Texas FFA back in the early 70s, which it was a lot different back then than it is now. Girls weren't necessarily encouraged back then, and I'm pleased to say that there is at least 50% girls. There's so much more offered to them now. Back in the 70s, it was you were showing goats, pigs, heifers, steers. Now there's such a broad range of interests that these kids are getting exposed to in FFA.
So a lot of exhibitors, a lot of corporate sponsors. What brought the Texas Nursery Landscape Association to the conference?
Texas Nursery and Landscape Association is the only professional association for the green industry in the state of Texas. We are really encouraging young people to get into the green industry. We need new blood. We need more people in the industry. We have found that there's not a lot of curriculum in the high school levels, in the younger young adults. And so we've taken 2 of our professional certifications and have turned them into a TEA IBC approved curriculums that can be taught within the high schools themselves. And these students can essentially become professionally certified by the time they graduate high school.
So why is the Texas FFA and the convention, why is that an important place to have a presence?
Well, because our youth is our future. They are our future. FFA is primarily ag-based, and that is what the green industry is. We're agriculture. So having TNLA have a presence at the FFA convention is huge, because that's these kids that are here, they're looking forward. They're looking to their future, deciding their career paths. And I would like to see some of them choose the green industry.
So one of the things that I want more people to get involved. I want more people to come out to conventions, especially those corporate sponsors and other individuals that, business owners, because this is a great recruiting ground. That's the way I like to look at it.
Absolutely, because these kids are looking. They're hungry. They're trying to decide what they want to do.
What's one of your favorite parts about convention?
Not the air conditioning. It's cold in here. I have absolutely thoroughly enjoyed visiting with the teachers, a lot of the ag teachers, the advisors that are here. It's incredible visiting with some of these students. There's just some magnificent kids here.
Yeah, I think, so I don't know if it's the maturity level, I don't know, leadership skills. What do you think just makes them so advanced? FFA,
as well as 4-H, they instill such strong values in these kids. They're a different breed. They really are. They're teaching them leadership skills. They're teaching them responsibility, strong values, pride. They're very proud of what they're doing, and
they should
and it
be.
shows.
And they should be.
They should be proud.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, sir. They're
no,
manners.
they're
I walk around here and
kids.
I'm just shocked that people aren't glued to their phones.
No, there's some
How are
good
they're
kids.
having conversations.
You know why? Because they have got something else, other interests, that aren't on those phones. They're.
What would you tell to some of the other individuals that are out there, speaking specifically to the corporate side of things, maybe that haven't sponsored or haven't come to a convention, why should they be here?
Because these kids are not just your everyday average kids. They take very seriously what they're doing. they take it very seriously. They're involved in their communities. They've got a sense of pride. They are, I think a lot of them are a little more mature. You know, they're being held accountable for what they're doing. A lot of them are holding other lives in their hands, whether it be their animals or their crops. You know, some of their projects are their crops. They're other living, breathing organisms that they have to take care of and they're responsible for.
And the organization as a whole, as I get further and further in my knowledge of it, I mean, number one, inclusivity, a big deal. Like,
huge.
It's huge. And then
which
also,
I love.
And also diversity, not just of people, but of interests. Like, you don't have to just be livestock, you don't have to be just agriculture. I mean, there's so many different things to do.
So many different things. And that's where I was talking about how it's so different now than it was when I was growing. Of course, FFA's been around for ever. A long time.
Yes.
I mean, there wasn't any of this other stuff. Somebody was telling me they were going to start incorporating beekeeping into it, which I think is great.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know, welding, that wasn't something that was around. Certainly, girls weren't doing welding.
Virtual
for
reality
sure.
Welding training I saw when I was walking through I was like, I want to do that. That looks fun.
There's such a huge, broad span of interest going on, and I love it. These kids are given so many opportunities, and it's just broadening the directions they can take their lives.
Well, Kristi, first off, it's been great having you on the show today. For our viewers and listeners, I mean, if somebody's learn more about TNLA, how do they do that?
Go to tnlaonline.org. You can pretty much find out anything you want to know there.
Fantastic. And for all the viewers, we'll put that all in the show notes, so you can just click on the link and head right on over. Well, Kristi, again, thank you so much for coming on the show today. Appreciate the time.
Thank you for having me.